studio is gorgeous. Hey guys.
Hello everyone.
Howdy, y'all. Guess who's back?
It's actually the Augeyboyz. They're back.
The best UK sports podcast, football podcast, comedy football podcast in the UK. I kind of said that wrong.
What do you mean by best though?
Just the best.
Knowledgeable? Okay, good.
Your knowledge stinks.
My knowledge does stink.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas, guys, and
It's not
Happy New Year.
You can't say it.
No, I can for the future.
Okay, but this is coming up before the New Year. But
Is that how things work? If I don't see them,
All right, I'll just say Happy Christmas for next
is
year.
that people going to watch it on New Year's, aren't they?
Okay, I'll say Happy Christmas for people next year.
Okay, they might watch on Christmas, so you can.
Next year, later.
Yeah.
We've got a new studio.
Look
Look at me chair.
at the chair.
Look at Mike. Look at his chair.
Oh my god! Look at his chair.
Yeah. It's pretty. Hold on. Who's that?
But no. What? Someone. Sorry, I've got word that someone wants to interrupt our podcast.
No, we can't let him do that.
The sponsor of today's podcast is Surfshark. They are an app and browser extension that helps keep your online identity safe from the big companies and cyber criminals. They do this by encrypting the data between your device and the internet. Ain't that right, Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's brilliant! Surfshark also has a clean web feature that blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, allowing you to surf the web safely.
Exactly, Bigfoot. And Surfshark allows you to change your location to virtually any country across the globe. Why, you ask? Well, imagine there is a show you've always wanted to watch, but it's only available in the US. All you have to do is click the Surfshark browser extension, change your location, refresh the page, and voila! Your favorite show is now accessible. Oh, I love Surfshark. Right now, there's an exclusive holiday to use the code Augeyboyz for up to 6 months for free. But don't worry, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's literally no risk to it. There's a link in the description below.
Thank you, Surfshark! Yeah!
Now back to the Augeyboyz.
What?
It's
What-
done, mate.
What just happened?
Yeah, so that is our wonderful sponsor of this podcast,
Who?
Surfshark.
What just happened?
And you guys
I
saw
just-
that in that. We got to thank Jurgen Klopp for that.
I just.
Are you going to thank Jordan Pickford?
No. He's an
I
angry
think
man.
He is going to thank
No,
Jordan.
no.
Pickford.
What?
Yeah. Thank you, Pickford. Thank you, guys. Anyway, yes. So we have a wonderful sponsor for our first podcast back.
Imagine that. You go away, you come back, you're sponsored. Thank you very much.
Get up. But yes. Anyway, so I think you guys are probably wondering why we've been away.
Why are we back?
Why are we back? Because they wanted us.
Who
People
did?
wanted us. The people.
The people?
Viewers, the lovely viewers.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were kind of I'll explain why we kind of had a break.
I think we need to start right from the beginning.
I was
Sorry.
going to. I said why we had a break, but what's the beginning for you?
I think the beginning is when the last podcast was.
When was the last podcast? What date
What was it?
that?
I'm going to say it was like 9-10 weeks ago, maybe more.
September, I believe. End of September.
Yeah, and what happened? Why did we...
Well,
Why did...
I know there's some emotion
Why
going
did we
around.
stop? Why?
We had, it was transfer season for us, and I know it's September transfer window for us. We ended up transferring out of our agency.
My contract got terminated.
Yeah,
No, it
yeah,
didn't.
No, it didn't.
No,
But no,
it didn't.
we transferred out of our agency.
Now tell them the real story. Basically, Spotify have bought us. Spotify dropped the fellas,
Clip that.
and they bought us because they wanted a real podcast.
Oh,
So yeah, it's just that these things happen. Sorry, fellas,
God,
but
sorry, fellas.
no,
yeah.
I'm just coming at them early doors.
Yeah.
No, real story. What was it? We did. What was it? 8 episodes or 9 episodes?
8 episodes.
We used to
8
always
episodes.
film in London.
Yes, we
and
did.
we live. I won't disclose the location, but this is now a home podcast. This is part. We are sat in part of our living room, our
Yes.
lounge, and slightly our kitchen.
Yeah,
so
it's a whole open space area. It's lovely.
to sort of put it into the listeners' imagination.
Yeah, everyone.
Our kitchen is kind of shaped like a wonky T, as in, when you draw a T, you've got the straight line at the bottom and you've got the even line at the top. If you take a bit off the top left and you have a longer right bit of the T, that's the shape of our lounge / living room. So Mikey's looking confused, but trust me, the viewers will understand what I mean.
Yeah.
And at the end of this sort of smaller part of the T, right, there's a little bit of empty space that I think most people use for a dining room, and we've decided, no, that's a podcast
We
studio,
don't
mate.
eat food together.
No, I
So,
mean,
carry
it's
on.
a podcast studio.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are doing our podcast studio at home is emotional.
It's very emotional, apparently.
It's
You want to explain why it's emotional?
so why, Mikey, start? Why did we stop recording in London?
We've explained.
No, but like, I want it to be
He wants it to be emotional.
emotional. I want them to I want the rhythms. I want the viewers to feel the emotion that we had from when we stepped out of the last recording to where we are now.
Oh, the emotion has been up and down. It's been a roller coaster, really. But I don't really know what to say because the emotion, it's more of excitement for me.
It is
As
excitement.
making this new studio and getting you all to see this wonderful.
So who made this studio?
So actually, it was myself and my dad.
He's chatting shit, lads.
He-
Come on, who do
He
you
did
think really?
He did shit all. So yeah, it was myself and my dad, and we, this lovely AstroTurf. We've
What
got
is this on the wall? You're talking through the studio.
So we've got the AstroTurf on the wall, as you can tell, lovely. That took a bit of working out, engineering, that kind of stuff. Paint across the sides just to make it all blend in. We've got the shirts, we've got the logo, big canvas logo. But full
Is this the
disclosure-
finished product?
No, full disclosure, this is not the finished product.
Okay.
So it's near, but there's still a lot of things that are going to be added to it.
Basically, the studio's getting there. It's a work in progress, but we're happy with the progress so far that we thought it was good enough to be able to release a podcast and come back because also we wanted to come back.
Yes, we wanted to come back, and there were so many comments, so many people asking when is it coming back.
Because in all honesty, I don't think we ever actually wanted to. We didn't actually plan on taking a break from the podcast, did
No,
we?
not
The
at
plan was to just carry on. We were on episode 8 or 9, and the plan was to carry on the podcast. The podcast wasn't planned to stop.
No.
But what happens that we're slowly finding out in this social media industry that we are still new to. Remember, we are still 2-3 years in. So we are at the start of our journey. That things change quickly. And we, in all honesty, I'll be honest, right? We was with an agency. I won't disclose names because if people know, they know. If they don't know, they don't know. And we were with an agency and I thought that they could be getting us more brand deals. I think Mikey agreed with me. And the industry changed, it goes up and down, so we had a conversation. We didn't think we were best to be with them anymore. So the transfer window opened, and we terminated the contract and we become a free agent. And unfortunately, sorry for all those that are wanting us, but we're not a free agent anymore. We've re-signed with a new agency. Again, I won't disclose names, and people know, they know. And we had a chat with our old agency because that is where we filmed the podcast. So for full context, our old agency had a podcast studio where we filmed our podcast. So we're traveling to London every week doing the podcast up there. And we had a chat with them and they were good. And they said to us, well, why don't you make a podcast studio at home? And we thought, you know what? We've got the perfect spot at the end of the wonky shaped T in the lounge. And that's the full story, really. It's a bit emotional. It's a change. It's new. But here we are. Personally, we haven't really started. It's the first episode, but I think I prefer it. It's at home. It's in my surroundings. It's in my environment. Do you know what I mean? It's homely. What do you think?
Oh man, I love it. It's so homely, and it saves a lot of time because obviously London's quite far away from us. Saves a lot of time for us. We can just jump in, film it. We can do it with the time it takes to travel to London. We could basically film and get this podcast out. So it saves us a lot of time.
Plus, right, we can the likelihood is there's more potential for more podcasts.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not saying we're going to do one a day or something ridiculous, but the potential for more podcasts is super high because we're at home. So if something crazy happens within the sporting world, or we think we need to get a podcast out now because something crazy has happened within the Augeyboyz industry, it's like, whoa, podcast, Mikey, get downstairs now, get off your games, get off your stream.
Sorry, I'll be the.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be the judge of that actually.
Okay, all right.
As I'm.
All right,
This is
judgy boy.
This is my thing a bit more now. But also, in regard to all of this, it was a time where we also took a break from Augeyboyz for a few weeks as well to, reevaluate, make sure we're planning for the future. And to do with the future, we also want to know what you guys want to see from the podcast because we want to make it better. We want to make it just unbelievable for you guys. So let us know in the comments what you've liked previously, what you want to see, and just anything else you can give us advice on, because obviously we want to make it absolutely unbelievable for you guys.
Yeah, I think the audience know that the Augeyboyz are unique.
Mm-hmm.
We do things as good as possible in our own way, in our own comedy, but we also want to do things for you guys. So of course we have to think about ourselves first, hence why we had a little break. We had a little reevaluation of the business. We always want Augeyboyz to grow to as big as possible, as big as it can be, and achieve as much success as it can be. So to do that, in all honesty, I think I was a little bit what's the word? I was a little bit oversaturated, maybe. Is that the right way to describe it?
To carry on, maybe.
I was a bit over, what's the word? I'd basically worked 2-3 years non-stop, 0 breaks in Augeyboyz. Mikey was the same, but he'd had a little bit more time off and a couple more holidays than I had. But I basically have a crazy emotion towards Augeyboyz and a crazy work ethic where I just can't, like, I can stop, but I don't stop.
But it's hard for him to stop.
Yeah, so I just want Augeyboyz to be massive, we us to be really successful and always achieve things for you guys. But we had to take a break. We had a little reset, a factory reboot, but not really a reboot actually, that's a lie. We just wanted to assess Augeyboyz to ensure that we always continue to grow and continue to get bigger and continue to get better for you guys. But now we are back.
We are
like the podcast is back.
We are back.
If you see by the videos, I'm back editing some of the videos. Previously we had editors, and don't get me wrong, they were bloody amazing. But now I'm back editing. And what that does is that gives me a little bit of freedom, because I can chop and change things more easily than when you have editors, and I can just put my little swaz, my little touch on the edit. So if you've noticed recently as well on the edits, they've the last probably I'd say 6-7 videos maybe have been me.
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
more.
At least
So-
the last 2 months of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Augeyboyz are just putting in the foundations.
Oh, absolutely.
To make sure the Augeyboyz is massive. So, like Mikey said, let us know what you like on the podcast. Let us know what you've liked before, and let us know what you want to see. Don't get us wrong though. We got loads of ideas that we're gonna do, especially if no one. If imagine no one goes, they go, yeah, we don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
There they go.
enough.
We don't like the podcast. Write it off.
Entitled to their own opinion. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
and we won't listen.
But Chaz, do you want to give them a little update into the 2024 of the Augeyboyz at all?
2024 of the Augeyboyz.
Yes.
Wow. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna give them an update through a sound. Okay.
Okay.
So it's gonna
go
be.
for
So
this.
basically, we have reevaluate how we're doing the Augeyboyz, and Mikey now. I'll give a little clap actually. Hold on.
Thank you.
Mikey is now in charge of the Augeyboyz podcast. So before it was a joint venture, which don't get me wrong, it still is. I will still always be the host. I will still be here unless he kicks me off. But I will still always be the host. But now Mikey is sort of just in charge. It's just him. He's making the final decisions, whereas before everything's sort of 50-50. So the problem you have with that is sometimes if you both think something different, then who makes the call? It's rock, paper, scissors. Whereas now he's making the call.
And with everything, we were just kind of like, oh, you do this, I do this, I'll do that. And then it just wasn't like...
We were all everywhere. We probably weren't. Yeah, now we're trying to learn. So I'm now in charge of the Augeyboyz football. So if you're looking at the videos, there'll be my scripts, there'll be my edits, etc. There'll be my editing. This man here will obviously still be.
Yeah, I'll still be part of it.
He'll still be part of it, and he'll still be giving me ideas. But what we're trying to say is we've split the Augeyboyz up into more. Okay, Chaz is in charge of this. Mikey's in charge of this. This is how it's going. But what I was saying before we did a massive fat tangent.
That's fine. That's allowed.
Is Mikey's Tash thoughts. No, I'm joking. Quickly. For the audio viewers.
I mean, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Last episode 8, I had short hair and a beard, and now I have longer hair and
terrible
a mustache.
curtains and a Tash that looks a little bit like a paedophile.
Yeah.
And I now have a Bentacle trim.
I quite like his trim, actually.
Yeah, it's kind, brother. One kind, brother.
Yeah,
one not so
there
kind.
you
We have tangented.
That's
okay,
fine,
we
it's
both
allowed.
look different. We both are different.
Changing up.
But what was I saying? Oh,
So
2024.
The sound effect. What was it?
So my sound effect for 2024 in the Augeyboyz was. Hold on. Little clap.
Thing is, I know exactly what he's meant to be doing, but I don't think it sounds like that at all.
To explain that was something being hit, someone walking to a little buggy, driving in a buggy, and then driving to where something got hit, to then hit something again to go into a hole for then the audience to clap. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
But that is coming soon in Augeyboyz 2024. And what I will say is at the start, it will be in comedy sketch format. So you'll have Augeyboyz comedy sketches, and you'll also have something else comedy sketch vibe. Oh. What about yourself? What is coming from?
You may have already seen that. Obviously, we've redone the podcast. We've got a new studio, but also I'm getting into, the gaming. And you may have seen this already. I've been doing some streams for you guys on the Augeyboyz channel, and I've been doing a lot of clips for you guys, but trying to make that a whole new thing on a separate channel as well. So yeah, go follow Augeyboyz Gaming, please, guys. Thank you.
We basically, as you've sort of seen there, we've sort of explained it, but not explained it. We've split the Augeyboyz into 4 sort of things. We've got Augeyboyz Gaming, Augeyboyz Podcast, the Augeyboyz, we call it the Augeyboyz Football, but the Augeyboyz Sketches, which you guys have always known. Yeah. And then the one special thing which I am working on in behind the scenes, but we haven't released yet. But exciting. What I want to tell the audience, and I'm going to out you right here, right now.
Oh, God.
Okay. So you're streaming.
Yep.
You've started streaming, right? How many days or weeks have you done it for now?
I think I've done 16 or 17 streams.
16 or 17 streams?
Yeah, something like that.
How many of those streams have you bottled not playing me on FIFA?
I wouldn't say bottled because I've never wanted to
EAFC you now, actually.
I've never wanted to play him.
So
because I hate it.
Can we get the audience behind me, please? Can you please tell Mikey to allow me to batter him on EAFC on
I would
the stream?
I would, but I don't enjoy it. Yeah, but you guys would enjoy it, so that's the only reason
I want them to enjoy watching your pain whilst I destroy you on EAFC.
I don't like pain, all right? I don't like pain.
Yeah, I mean... But people
I know it's something I need to schedule in and make it let everyone know when it is, because that's going to be a big day.
It's going to be huge. I think you should put a bet on it.
No,
not
I
as
don't do bets.
Not as in winner or loser, as in like I'm so confident that I'll win, right?
So am I.
What
you'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not confident.
Okay, I'm so confident that I'll win that if I don't win, okay, you can have no forfeit, right? But unless I win 5-0. Then I get a forfeit. But if I don't win, there's any forfeit you want from me, anything. And you can think about it. That's the side right now.
Okay.
You can think about it. But I then get a forfeit if I win by 5. Deal? Shakes?
Oh, fuck.
Shakes?
Yeah.
Shakes.
Fuck.
Yeah, Mikey's getting done.
Oh, God. Okay, so welcome back to what we call segment 2. I've got a little bit of a kind of surprise segment for Chaz. In terms of a ball knowledge quiz for United in the latter stages. But first, I thought we'd kind of bring in our famous footballer impressions and see what they got for Christmas. So, Chaz, can I ask, what did Jordan Pickford get for Christmas?
Can I just say, I literally have sat down and I have not been explained what the hell is going on in this part of the podcast. So I'm just going to have to...
That's exactly what I want.
So what am I doing?
Jordan Pickford, what did he get for Christmas?
What did I get? I got a new pair of goalie gloves.
Really?
Yeah. And
you're right.
what else did I get? Fucking hell, it's fucking shit Christmas. I fucking hate it. Oh, fucking hell, what did I get? A pair of Christmas gloves, yeah, that was it.
Christmas gloves?
Fucking, hopefully a new fucking, I don't know, fucking owner, stadium, whatever. Oh, the fucking new Premier League would be nice. The twats taking fucking 10 points or so. Taking fucking 10 points.
Oh, yes.
I forgot how hard the Pickford impression
is. Yeah, I know.
Taking fucking 10 points off after the fucking corrupt twats.
No, that's good. Did he have a good Christmas?
No! I don't have a good fucking anything, mate.
Wait, not even your time at Everton?
Yeah, it's been fucking shit battling relegation.
Oi, amazing.
Who's this?
Sean Dyche.
Sean.
We had a great Christmas together.
We went. Am I?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Sean, what did you get for Christmas, mate?
I got a nice lingerie set for my wife that I'm going to try on, and I got.
Sorry. You're gonna. Why are you trying it on?
I shouldn't disclose that. And I got a new tactic book, just to help me in Everton, and it's so far so good. Yeah.
By tactic book, do you mean notepad?
No. It has information on how to win the Premier League.
To win the Premier League, okay.
Like watch Everton, and I got a Christmas card from my mate Paul. I don't know who Paul is.
Paul who?
I don't know. I was hoping that it would spark something in my head, Paul. But no, I think Sean Dyche is. So I'm not cutting that out, and that's coming. That's being in the first episode.
What out?
That fart.
What about the audio listeners that might not heard it? What did I just do?
Chaz farted straight into his mic, and now he's speaking into his mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get pink mouth. No, that's really weird. Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the Sean Dyche. I think someone like who's a good impression? Oh, Todd Bowley. What did Todd Bowley get for Christmas?
Todd Bowley, what did I get for... Gosh darn it, I love Christmas. It's so merry and jolly. What the hell did I get for Christmas? Well, I asked Pochulo Cappuccino to get us 3 points against the Hampton of the Wolves,
But he was like, I don't know, maybe they were like, ow, too much. And like, I don't know. I just think that we tried our best, but the Wolves were too strong for my Chelsea Blues. So I just hope that our next game, which actually, funnily enough, we are recording it on the day of our next game against the Crystal of the Palaces, okay? And I've heard that apparently we're going to win it 3-0. No,
Fucking
3-0, which means
No way.
we're going to get like 3 or 4 touchdowns. But
Yes.
the VAR, the VAR, the V to the A to the R,
Yes.
they'll probably get involved a bit because they're starting to piss me right off. I even tried to pay them to sort of do things our way, but they wouldn't listen. So whereas when I talk about, actually no, I was going to talk about transfers in Saudi and paying people, but I think I'll keep that shut.
Yeah. Okay. What did you actually end up getting? Sorry, 3 points. No.
I don't need anything. I'm fucking rich.
True. You could just buy whatever you want.
I bought your mom. No, okay.
We have the same mum.
No, he's adopted. No, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
adopted.
So I just wanted to give Chaz a little improv, at the start, just impressions. See if his impressions, still
Because
good.
of Christmas, my impressions are now shit or something.
Well, clearly, yeah.
That's fucking harsh, isn't it?
But I just wanted to see. It was Christmassy themed. I just wanted to see. What did your impressionists get for Christmas?
I feel like you missed everyone's favourite impression.
Who?
It was you.
Oh, what? Who?
Jurgen Klopp, mate.
Ah, yeah. I'll tell you before I do this. Sam, our stepbrother, gave me this idea.
Go on.
Yeah, he did great, yeah. But so I got a lovely sweater from my wife. It's lovely. It has a Liverpool squad. I love them. And what else did I get? Also, Nunes, he missed it. He got me a present on Boxing Day. Fucking idiot. You get it?
I don't get that.
Because he missed Christmas, so he missed a goal. So he missed. It's a good joke, guys, isn't it?
Like when the joke doesn't land and it's
No, because he's a.
It's like cricket. So it's like.
Yeah. And what else? I got a new hat. Yeah, it's lovely. It's red, like Liverpool. Did I get a contract extension? I can't remember. I don't know when my contract runs out, to be honest. Do you know?
2027, I think.
Oh,
Maybe
well, it's
8.
fine then. And what else did I get? I got some new pearly whites. Yeah. Yeah, and it was great Christmas. I didn't have to cook. I have a chef. It was lovely. Yes.
You're kicking up 3 points.
Yeah. Wait, did I win on Boxing Day? I can't remember.
You can't remember.
Did I win?
No, I'm going to ask Mikey if Mikey remembers, not Klopp. Mikey, what was Liverpool's most recent scoreline? Bear in mind we're recording this on the 27th of December.
Did they play yesterday?
I'll answer that for you, yes.
I watched it.
And
I watched it.
did you? Who did they play?
One of the Premier League sides.
Oh, fuck me.
No, I know who they played. They played Burnley.
What was the score?
Was it 1-0?
No.
2-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who scored?
The first one was Nunes. It was actually a good finish.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the rest of the game. So who was the last one?
Oh, well, I don't know. Nunes, my boy.
So he doesn't miss.
Boxing Day. I told you he misses Christmas, but he gets it on Boxing Day.
Who actually scored?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
No, I do know who scored.
Who?
I'll give you a clue. He plays Foot Champs.
Oh, Diogo Jota.
Yes.
Yeah, my boy. I love that little man. He's like Chaz's height. It's lovely.
Nothing wrong with being 6'1", mate.
That's a bunch of bollocks. Anyway, that was a little bit of, impressions, because I know you guys have missed those. But there's something else I want to go on to. Chaz claims he's got pretty good ball knowledge, and I want to put him to the test. And this United quiz, there's 5 questions, and it's just kind of United's year in review. Not just their year, but
this season.
This 2023, because we're getting to the end of
So hold on.
2023.
So we've gone from, again, by the way, I don't know much about this segment and what's going on. So we've gone from a Christmas impressions to testing my personal ball knowledge on
Yes.
Manchester United.
Because
I'll get 5 out of
it's
5.
the end
by
of the
way.
year as well. Remember that.
I'll get 5 out of 5.
You will not.
You don't
Anyway,
think?
no.
Really?
But anyway, yes. So I've got some questions, and it's 2023 because it's come to the end of 2023.
What are you going to call this quiz? Go on, give it a quick name.
Man United.
Chaz's Christmas quiz.
No, I've called it Man United Ball Knowledge Quiz.
Fuck me, what a shite name.
It's a little quiz.
Chaz's Christmas Man United Ball Knowledge Quiz.
Yeah. Anyway,
See
so
what?
okay,
Okay.
I think you should. Maybe you should get these actually. Okay, so Question 1, and you guys play along.
Why have you picked up a book?
Because it's got the answers in it. I didn't want you to see the answers. So, you guys play along at home and see, what'd you get out of 5? Probably 0.
I'm going to get 5.
Okay, so, question number 1.
Just clarify something. This is just 2023. Also, can I...
No, it's not actually, but it's kind of...
Is that recording?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at home podcast checking all the equipment's always recording.
It's our first podcast.
Anyway, Karen.
So, when I say 2023, there's a few things that happen, but you should... It's a Christmas quiz. New Year, whatever. It's a quiz. Just don't at me, all right?
It's 2023 or not?
Not exact, kind of.
So he's like, oh, it's the year in review.
Then I said Man United ball knowledge quiz as well.
Fuck, mate. All right, come on.
So, question number 1.
Why does Chaz have a red chair and why does Mikey have a blue chair? Oh, sorry. No, go on.
Do you want to tell them?
No.
Just interrupt me straight away?
No, I'm joking. Go on.
Right. Question number 1. In February 2023,
Yep.
Manchester United beat Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final to win their first trophy.
Yep, correct.
Since what year?
Since 2016, Louis van Gaal's FA Cup.
Okay. For a bonus point, what other trophy?
What do you mean, what other trophy? What do you mean?
There were 2 trophies that season.
What, we won the FA Cup?
And something else.
What, under Van Gaal?
Let me just get my answers.
No.
I double-checked this as well.
We won under Van Gaal. We won the FA Cup because I was at the final.
Unless the website has lied to me, but...
Okay, so it's not the Champions League. It's not the Premier League. We won the FA Cup. It wasn't the Carabao Cup. The only other one is the Community Shield, but...
Is that the only other one?
The Europa League. We didn't win that under Van Gaal.
Well, according to the internet, it was 2016-17 as well.
We didn't win the Europa League under Van Gaal. I can tell you that for free.
Well, you got it right anyway. According to the transfer
Dodgy
stats,
quiz!
No, you got it right though.
Okay,
you said 2017, didn't you?
So
that was the
point.
main thing.
Trying to point.
Yes, a point for that one. Okay.
2023 quiz is about 2016-17.
No. It happened in February 2023.
Okay, go.
Okay, question number 2. Manchester United booked their Champions League place with a game to spare after beating which side 4-1 at Old Trafford?
Oh, fuck.
This is obviously in the last season, 2022-23 season.
Ah, bollocks, yeah. And then Newcastle bottled 3rd place and nearly bottled 4th. Ah, shit. 4-1.
I'll get 5 out of 5.
We played against a team in the Premier League.
And also, before you even continue, if you can name all the United scorers of that game,
yeah,
you get another point.
Rashford.
Okay. But you don't get those points if you don't get the actual team you beat.
Bollocks.
No, because you could just name any of your players.
We played against, so it wasn't Leeds. It wasn't City. It wasn't Liverpool. It wasn't Spurs. It wasn't Chelsea. It wasn't Arsenal. It wasn't Villa.
I have to give them a time limit.
Was
though,
it
on
Brentford?
This.
It wasn't Brentford. Was it Palace? No. I don't know if it was Palace. Was it Chelsea? No. Was it Everton? I don't think so. Who else is in the Premier? I can't remember. My brain's gone blank. Was it Leicester? No, it wasn't Leicester.
I'm going to give you 20 seconds.
Who else went down last year? That was obviously a trash team that no one really cares about. Villa, Everton, Spurs, Baggies. That was the year before, maybe.
9 seconds.
Shut up.
No, I'm going to have to give you a time limit. 5.
It was...
4.
No, you don't need a
3,
countdown.
2. 1, and there we go. You have...
No.
No, I'm giving you a time limit, otherwise we'll just fucking be here for ages.
It was.
Unlucky.
Shout
it out now.
It wasn't Brighton.
Just shout out the club now.
Okay, it was Fulham.
No. It was Chelsea. And goal scorers?
Rashford.
Yep. 4 attempts.
Yeah, 4 attempts.
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically got this question wrong anyway.
Rashford.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno.
Yes.
Casemiro.
Yes.
And
Oh, the last one. I'll give you a point if you get this.
Bruno, Casemiro.
And the next player.
Bruno, Casemiro, Rashford. And
You haven't seen my thing, have you?
Bruno. Oh, fuck. Ericsson. No. That's not. No.
Can't even...
No, I didn't guess that. I legit didn't guess that.
He literally said it.
I promise you I didn't guess that.
He literally said it.
No, I literally promise you I didn't guess
5
that.
seconds.
All right, I promise you I didn't guess that. Martial.
he's got that. Have you actually? Did you see my?
I swear I'm not having to see. Man, I'm just a joke.
That's
I'm
what.
actually a
I mean,
joke.
you got the wrong team. So.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. No, that's all right, but wasn't great. So question number 3. As you know, Harry Maguire was named Premier League Player of the Month.
Good player, great player. World class, goat.
So who was the last Man United defender?
Nemanja Vidic.
Oh, he's got that straight away.
Mate, he just looks
That's
at me like I
good.
don't know
That's good.
this shit, bruv. This is United through and through.
To be fair,
Look,
I got that
literally-
right. I got that right. So he just, by the way, for everyone audio platforms, he just kissed the United badge that is hanging on the
kit
wall.
behind me.
So yeah, no, man, and also, what year was that? I'll give you a little.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Oh, he was so confident, but he doesn't know the year.
Yeah, I do. 2006.
No,
7.
you've got it wrong.
All right.
2009.
Fuck off.
All right. Question number 4. So what? So you've got a point for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you half a point for the second one because you didn't get the team, and that's what I asked for. Excuse me.
Snake.
And then you got a point for the third, so you got 2.5 points.
All right.
Out of 3.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Question number 4.
Yep.
I think you will get this.
I will get it.
Name the last 5 Man United club captains.
Fucking hell. What, including the current?
Yes.
Bruno?
Yep. That's
So not like, we're talking like
Like-
proper captain, not like that interim
No,
bullshit.
no. Like the club is the club
5?
captain. Yeah. I think you'll get this.
Bruno.
I'll give you a minute because
Okay, who was before Bruno? My mind's gone blank. Bruno, Maguire.
yes.
Who's before Maguire? That's a great question. Oh, fuck.
By the way,
Antonio Valencia?
Yes, but that wasn't before.
No, I
So-
know. I'm just.
So that's one of them. So you got 3. So
yeah,
far.
I've got 3. Antonio Valencia. Before Antonio Valencia, it must have been. Who left first? Patrice Evra.
Nope.
What?
Nope. So you're missing 2. One before.
Rio Ferdinand.
Nope. So there's one.
Am I being dumb?
You've got Fernandez, Maguire. You've got that right in order.
Valencia.
Someone.
Yeah.
Then Valencia.
Yeah.
And then someone else. So Valencia.
It's not Evra.
Nope.
I'm being dumb. I'm missing off something key.
All right. So
Scott. No. Who would it be?
I have to be harsh here.
Oh mate, I'll bet I'm looking like a right dickhead. Vidic.
Nope.
Mate, oh fuck
No.
knows.
Are you gonna give up?
No. Give me a clue.
He's pretty old. This bloke.
Fucking cheers.
That was literally the biggest clue I could ever
Pretty
give you.
old.
Yeah.
Does he still play for us?
No. But like,
Oh, Ashley Young. Sorry.
yeah, there you go.
Ashley Young. Ashley Young. And then
And
the
I'm
final,
not giving you a clue.
The
for the
final
last
one. It's not Gary Neville ever, is it?
Nope.
It's not Rio. You said. Who's the club captain? But so what is it before Youngie?
This is the like.
Before Valencia.
Yeah, so this is like out of the last 5, he's the 5th one. Like he's a long time ago. Not long, but like longest out of the 5.
That is.
I'll give you a clue. He is retired now, if that helps.
Yeah, cheers.
I know, but just
That is the one, the only.
you gotta spit it out, all right?
But
Just do it. Come on. All right, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, no. So no points there. Michael Carrick.
Oh, I fucking love Carrick as
Yeah, I
well.
know. I was gonna say you love this bloke.
That's so poor from me. I
I
fucking
know.
love him.
And then it would be Wayne Rooney after that. But yeah, so you got 4 out of 5. I can't give you the points. So I asked for the name the last 5. And final question. This is current squad. Yep.
Yeah.
Who has the number 37 shirt in your squad?
He's such a melt, isn't he?
If it-
You're
like
the
sometimes
biggest
you-
ham and cheese melt.
No,
bro.
because
Number
you should know this.
37. I should know this.
No, I wouldn't know any of this if it was
Number
Chelsea.
37. It's obviously some like kid. I'm trying to think. Is it like Hannibal or Mino, or is it
I'm sweating.
Dan Gore or? Did you know them before you made the quiz?
Yeah.
37, and Mikey knew them.
As I knew that.
You knew who the player's name was.
Well, if that question was asked to me,
No,
I'd know.
no, if you
Oh
just-
no. I know who the player was. Yeah.
So it's got to be someone because your knowledge is dead.
Oh, no.
So it's got to be
You're,
someone.
oh, you're thinking too deep about it. You are
It's got to
thinking
be
too
someone
deep.
like fairly. Oh, Ahmad.
Who the fuck's that?
Ahmad Diallo.
No,
Oh,
I'm afraid not.
so I get another guess or not?
I'm going to have to be strict. No, you don't.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, who is
you
it?
said the name. Mino? Kobe Mino?
Oh, I
Kobe Mino?
fucking said
You
it.
said
man.
it,
That's
but
bollocks.
Yeah, but you didn't guess it, though.
Your quiz sucks. I said that.
Just the thing is, though, it could be a great quiz, and if he gets it all wrong, he's like, "This is a shit quiz. I hate it."
It's not fair.
But no, that was. I just wanted to test your ball knowledge because you claim.
What do I get?
So at first 3 you got 2.5. You didn't get the fourth one. So 2.5 out of 4.
Mate,
you
this
get
is
that
actual
one. So
bollocks.
2.5 out of 5, we'll say.
2.5 out of 5.
Yes, that is what you
and
got.
those questions he's asked, right? It's not the ultimate Man United
I
ball
didn't
knowledge
say that.
quiz. It's
I
whatever
said
it
it's
fucking
United
is.
ball knowledge quiz.
From
I think there'll be a lot of 5 out of 5s there. To be
No,
honest,
there won't.
Yes, there will.
The captain one won't get with it.
Comment if you got 5 out of 5, please. The captain one, yes. I think you.
Do you want me to walk out of our own podcast studio? Do you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck off then.
How do you feel being back at the Augeyboyz podcast? Kind of not back at because we're at a different studio, but how do you feel being back podcasting?
It's quite nice. It's lovely
It's
actually
good,
because it's
yeah.
at home and it feels nice and chill.
Feels very hot.
But there's other issues going on.
Issue? What with the podcast?
No, not with the podcast.
With what?
It's basically with our
Don't you-
teams,
With your teams?
both our teams.
So basically, it's quite emotional, lads. So me and Mikey this year. Mikey is a Chelsea fan, as you know. I'm a Man United fan, as you know.
Yeah.
And it's been emotional, but there's been a lot of shit going on. Man United currently sit, I think we're 7th in the table. As we speak, I might be slightly wrong about the 8th, but I think it's 7th. And Chelsea sit where?
10th.
Fuck.
But this is before the Palace Chelsea game.
So what we are going to do is we're going to discuss what we think are the issues with the club.
Yes.
Bear in mind, Mikey has 0 ball knowledge, and Chaz has.
That's why I researched before.
Mikey done his research.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. So who do you want to start? Do you want to start with your team? As you're the shittest of the shit.
I think we'll start with yours because you
But
recently.
you're further down the table.
I know, but was recording this. United did just win. Came back against Aston Villa.
So where do you want me to start?
Just what do you think happened with United? What's happened with United? Do you think they'll come back, and what's the reasoning for it? You know?
So my opinion is very clear, right? So Man United this season, like I say, it's been up and down, knocked out of. So for context, if viewers don't know, like I said, I'm a Man United fan. Man United have had a very interesting season, especially in comparison to last year, where last year we finished 3rd. We won the Carabao Cup. This year we've already been knocked out of the Carabao Cup. We're not in the Champions League position at the moment. We're currently 7th. We're still in the FA Cup and we're knocked out of Europe. We didn't even fall down from the Champions League to Europa League. We just got knocked out of Europe completely. So far it's been nearly a disaster. But I'm a very optimistic and positive Man United fan. And I don't agree with a lot of things that people say about Man United, along with a lot of the things, well, for example, we don't have a philosophy. We don't know how we play. I think that's a load of bullshit. So I will start with, for example, the ownership. So as we speak, Manchester United yesterday, I think it was. It was Christmas Eve. It was confirmed that Manchester United have been taken over by, footballing operations in Manchester United have been taken over by Sir Jim Radcliffe from the Glazers. And if you're a Manchester United fan, you know here, right, that everybody hates the Glazers. The Glazers are a family that took over Manchester United years ago, and they basically don't invest any of their own money into the club. They run the club terribly. It's made to be a commercial club, so like the actual footballing side isn't taken care of. Hence why they put the club up for sale, or a strategic review as they called it last year, and it's taken 13 months to sell 25% of the club. Anyway, it's a positive now that Man United have sold 25% of the club.
Yeah.
We've got new owners. But the reason why I mention this is because, especially this season, right, we've had lots and lots and lots of injuries, right? And there's been no sort of consistency in the club. But alongside this, everyone at the club, the staff, the players, and when I say staff, I don't just mean coaching staff. I mean from bloody chefs to cleaners to everyone. When the ownership of your club is up, like, do you know what I mean? It's about to be taken over. No one knows what's happening. Everyone's job isn't necessarily secure. So everyone's there worrying about, like, the culture there isn't very nice. Like, if you've got a whole, basically, say you worked a 9 to 5 in an office or whatever, and you know your business is about to get taken over, you don't have job security until that person comes in and says, right, this is the crap, this is the new thing. So I think what's basically happened as well is United, for the past 5-10 years, have had a bad culture at the club anyway, due to a lot of egotistical footballers. Sancho, Rashford. Yeah, I didn't say that. It's a cough. And basically what's happened here is the culture's been exaggerated even more by the sale being so longed out that so basically when the sale was announced last year, everyone was so excited, oh brilliant, we're going to get new owners, etc. The sale has been longed out, so it puts a lot more uncertainty. A lot of people in the club are uncertain. The culture at the club is already bad, and that just makes it even worse. Then alongside this, we got injury after injury after injury, and I don't want to hear any of the audience say, oh yeah, but Newcastle but Chelsea, we got so many injuries to key players that are Ten Hag players, right? So everyone says, oh, okay, it's Ten Hag's fault that Man United aren't doing very well. It's Ten Hag's fault, right? Okay, he signed... Who, in your opinion, was Man United's key players last year? To have... I know it wasn't like success, but like to win the Carabao Cup, who would you say, like... Okay, I'll help you out.
Bruno,
obviously, but Casemiro last year...
Casemiro,
everyone
he
was raving about him, right? And now everyone's like, oh, he's fallen off a cliff. Casemiro's rubbish. He's terrible.
Isn't he injured?
No, he's injured at the moment, right? Yes, he didn't start off the season that well, but neither did loads of other players. We had a Martinez who was brilliant last year.
That's
fantastic.
true. That's true.
Been injured for ages. Yes, didn't start the season off well, but it's now rumoured that was because he was carrying a knock. Okay. Two of the key players, Casemiro and Martinez, have been unavailable for a long, long time, right? So these two players are central to how Ten Hag plays, how he wants the defenders to play out, how he wants the centre mid to protect the defence, etc., break up the play. They haven't been around. So we've been chopping and changing through loads of different players. We've had off-field incidents such as the Jadon Sancho drama, where Sancho is clearly an egotistical helmet. I mean, I don't know the story, but he's clearly a massive wanker, in my opinion, anyway. We've had off-the-field incidents where with Anthony that's been ongoing. I mean, there's been so much shit going on at Man United, from the club being sold to Anthony off-the-field incidents, back to Greenwood's off-the-field incidents, back to Sancho off-the-field incidents, now to Rashford being dropped, to about 10, 12 injuries to play. Do you know what I mean? It's terrible. And for me, it's like Ten Hag's had zero consistency this year, right? And you look at what he's done at Man United in 18 months and compare it to what other top managers did at their clubs. It took Pep Guardiola, who had basically an infinite budget at City and potentially breaking 115 rules, let's not forget, to win his first title, right? Whoa. We're 18 months into Ten Hag's tenure, right? If that, what's it, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, we're about 18 months into Ten Hag's tenure, right? He was the quickest manager to 50 points other than 50 wins other than Fergie. Quicker than Jose, quicker than Van Gaal, etc.
Okay.
Ten Hag is not the problem. The problem, like I say, has been what I've explained, which is the issues with the sale, the culture of the club. Now, slowly that's getting changed. Ten Hag doesn't take shit. He showed it with Ronaldo, etc. But what you see, I'm so passionate. I go along. I talk a lot about Man United. But I see a philosophy when I watch games. I see a lot of young players trying to make things happen, but they're very inexperienced, so it's difficult. But what I don't see is consistency. I see a lack of consistency. And to create patterns that Ten Hag wants to create, you see how the centre-backs move forwards into sort of a CDM position and stuff when we're trying to break a team pressing us in our own half. I see a lot of different patterns that are slowly starting to work, and I do think they will come. And I think it's very difficult when you have had players like Anthony, who unfortunately, and I don't mean to call him out, but I definitely do, is that Anthony, I generally give players time, but I don't see a good enough player in Anthony to be at Man United. I see a good enough player defensively, as in like my winger can work hard enough defensively, but going forwards, I just don't. I don't see a good enough player. Whereas Garnacho, I see a young player with potential, with talent. Mm-hmm. Anthony, I don't see a good enough player. Højlund, I see a phenomenal player. I think honestly, the back running of this season will end up talking about United in a real different clip. Man United will finish in the top four. I've said this, December 27th, Man United.
Fuck, okay, that's big.
That is my rant.
That's big,
no. But like I say, I think we're fine.
So the key points there is culture at the club, egos of players. Mm-hmm. You want consistency from Ten Hag.
No,
not Ten Hag. Sorry, the players.
The injury
and the injuries.
Lack of consistency due to injuries.
Yeah.
The sale being longed out over 13 months, which already exaggerated
creates
a bad
uncertainty,
and it already created. There was already a bad culture at the club.
Yeah.
Obviously, I said injuries, and one of the key things is Ten Hag having to play with players that aren't his. Right. So if you look at, I think even when we played Liverpool, right, like the majority of that squad is not Ten Hag's team. He's inherited that team from previous players, like
because he has to play.
Because he has to play them. He's got no other choice because so many injuries. The one player that I think is getting, well, he's not getting as much as he was, but is Onana. I think Onana's been really transformative for United because it's not so much. Yes, he's been terrible in the Champions League. He's made massive mistakes. He's owned up to it. In the Premier League, he's statistically like the second best keeper behind Alisson, who, in my opinion, is best keeper in the world.
Yeah.
Onana's transformed United because what he does is he's so confident on the ball that teams are actually scared to press him. Because if they press him, he will just ping out like a 40, 50 yard
so they
pass.
don't press him.
And
then,
Arsenal showed it at the start of the season to us. Even Bayern Munich showed it when we lost 1-0 to them at home. Every time he gets the ball, and De Gea done really well for United, but the fact that like, what's the saying when two things are just so different?
What, as in the goalkeeper? Sorry,
No, but like when something's just so different to something else, like De Gea
contrast
or massive contrast.
Okay,
like people are like, oh, Onana's crap. He's not, honestly. Give him time. He's been brilliant. Yes, Champions League he has sucked, but Premier League he's been brilliant, and he's transformed the way we can play. And with players like Casemiro, Martinez coming back into the team, and you're slowly seeing people like Kobe Mino, who's just fucking brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, right, let's move on to. Yeah. I'm a bit passionate.
I was going to say
United,
that's like the opposite to your point on Onana is like the opposite of Højlund. Obviously, I'm not saying he's bad at all, but like in the Champions League, he's proved himself as a goal scorer. Yeah. And
you see how cute was his emotion based?
I know.
Did you see it?
That was,
basically,
he was proper celebrating.
Yeah, for context, Man United were 2-0 down. They won 3-2 against Villa last night, Boxing Day, and Højlund scored the winner after not scoring in 15 Premier League games, wasn't it? Yeah. And he literally like burst out into just this crazy. Like,
he is a good player. Like,
he's a great player.
Watching him, he's actually
he's got
the ability.
I think he'll succeed at United. I really do.
I think so as well. Like the stat is like he's got the least chances out of any striker or any of the main striker in the club.
Which again shows the problems that. Don't get me wrong, by the way. Before people just sit here and say I've looked at all the positive for Man United, like we still haven't played good enough. Like, do you know what I mean? We still we've lacked consistency, but it is coming. Anyway, Chelsea. Why do you suck?
Okay, so I planned this podcast out, and for me, I'm not very good at like just saying things off the cuff. So I did my research and to try and back my points up. So I've got a few like facts that just kind of back the points up. So, obviously everyone knows we spent $1 billion in the transfer windows.
And the rest.
Yeah, and the rest, exactly. But I was researching, obviously, there's only 3 players in our squad who are 26 and over. That's Thiago Silva, Chilwell and Sterling. So it's obviously a lot of investment into younger players.
Yeah.
And there's not... I don't know if there's like a leader on the pitch, and they're all like young players who are still trying to find themselves. So that's not an excuse to be bad, but like it's maybe a reason why there's no leadership. Thiago Silva's the only leader, but like he's
are you saying
that
one of the main reasons that you think Chelsea are failing this year is a lack of leadership on the pitch?
Part of it, yeah, because I don't think there is, and there was Reece James. Oh, he's injured. He's meant to be our club captain. Chilwell now injured. Gallagher now, and I think Thiago Silva should be, but I don't know what he's like. Obviously on the pitch, like
It's hard though. If you're saying there's a lack of leadership, if you're basically insinuating that he's the only leader, like you can't lead on your own.
Exactly. No, I completely agree. Yeah, that was some of my points, and it's also as everyone knows, our striker and just our presence in front of goal is absolutely shocking.
So you say Nicholas Jackson is shocking?
Yes, I am. And he's our top scorer, but watch him play. Like, for example, the game against Tottenham, it was a fantastic game to watch. But, like, as a Chelsea fan, honestly...
As a neutral, I'd say.
Yeah, as a neutral. But as a Chelsea fan, no joke, they scored their second goal, but it was offside. When they were 1-0 up, they scored an offside goal. Yeah. And me and my mate Ewan, who was a Chelsea fan, we were literally like, we're going to go. There's no point of it. This is going to be a terrible game. And obviously, shit happened, red card, penalty, and it changed the game. Jackson scored, hat-trick? Worst hat-trick I've probably ever seen. Like, mate, his third goal, I think he went round the keeper, but he was just, like, so unsure of what to do. And I think that all of our attackers are like that. When they get in front of goal, they are terrible. And I've got some stats to back this up. They've missed 36 of their 57 big chances this season, but the only club who has a larger, like, differential between their XG and goals scored is Man United. So that is also, I wanted to back that up because obviously these are our teams. And so our top scorer is Jackson Martinez, and he is he's absolutely shocking in front of goal.
Jackson Martinez?
That's his name, isn't it?
Nicholas Jackson.
Oh shit, no, sorry.
Jackson Martinez, is that?
I was thinking someone else.
When he started saying that, I was thinking Chelsea.
When you just Todd Bowley side, another
exactly.
player.
You just get your head in something. But so him in front of goal is... every game, he just makes the wrong decision every single time.
He looks like a striker that doesn't just lacks confidence, but also just like, it's just not, it doesn't look like a footballer. Like, as in the way he plays, like, you get balls coming through to him, he doesn't look confident. But if you're a striker and you score a hat-trick against Spurs, with the amount of chance he had, he should have had more. But he got like a 6.5 rating after scoring a hat-trick. I think that sums it up.
No, that sums it up completely, and he should have scored more, and he just fucked it up. And there's also another stat, which is, it kind of shocked me, and it was Chelsea were the only, this is from yesterday, it was a Boxing Day article I saw, and it was Chelsea, the only Premier League side to not be losing a game at half-time Yeah, but yet they've still lost 44% of their games they've played so far.
So they haven't been losing at half time. And
in any of the games, but they lose 44% of their games. They lose nearly half their games when they're not even losing at half time.
So basically, back Chelsea draw at half time.
Exactly, and there's something about Chelsea going into the second half that they either crumble or their confidence.
I don't know, maybe it's not crumble. Do you reckon it's just like it's that first goal thing? Like obviously, maybe it's a coincidence that they get to the half time, maybe because they can't score or whatever. Yeah. But then do you think it's just the fact that when they concede, then it's like really hits their confidence? And they're like, oh, okay, we're actually we're lacking confidence when it's 0-0 in front of goal anyway.
Exactly.
But then when it's 1-0, there's now even more pressure to score.
Yep.
So
no, I completely agree, and I think it's just there's something, and it has been like that with a lot of our strikers. Something is in front of goal. Chelsea I was watching
Chelsea against Wolves because I actually bet on Wolves to win.
Yeah,
and I was worried because Chelsea had chance after chance.
We make the chances.
You were better than Wolves.
We make the chances, but we don't finish.
Mate, it was brilliant. It was like Sterling through on goal, had to just square it and just 1-0.
Oh my god.
There was other chances.
That one.
You just looked like the better side, and it was just like looked like my bet was like I was like, oh, I've lost money here, and then end up winning because you just don't put the chances away, and then you put them, and then an actual piece of quality comes onto the pitch in Nkunku.
Yeah, Nkunku.
And he scores quickly.
That's another thing we have had. We also love United. We have had injuries. A lot of teams have had injuries. To be honest,
I do think Nkunku will be a game changer because I think he does actually have the quality to have the composure to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope so.
From what I've seen,
I hope so. But then there's a lot of strikers you thought have had that. But yeah, I think. In that game against Chelsea, Wolves scored that second. I literally got up. We were both watching it. I got up out the room, walked off, and Chaz was like, "You scored! Come back down and watch it." I was like, "No, we're not going to win."
What did I do when Wolves scored the second goal? Do you remember?
He did a voice. Yeah, he sent a voice note. He sent a voice note to his friends and did that. And on that note.
Hope that you bloody loved the return of the best comedy, football, sports podcast in the world.
Bloody hell, that's a long time.
Everyone, give this guy some credit because don't touch me.
Sorry,
give this guy some credit because he is in charge of the best podcast ever. Let us know your comments, feedback, reviews. We are back. How often are we back?
Once a week.
Minimum.
For now, because I'm getting back into it. But because it's home, because it's the ease of it, it's going to be easier to do. There's unlimited potential, I should say.
We will be here every week talking about Chelsea's loss that week, is what he's saying.
And
United's wins, because we're back.
They actually probably will now be back.
We are back.
Shut up.
Final quote, go. Chelsea are very...
I was going to say an expert was once a beginner, but that's not even related to anything. It's just the first quote that came to my head. But I relate it to the podcast.
Sorry.
It's only going to get better. An expert was once a beginner.
Yep.
I think that's about time now. Thanks, guys. And also, I want to thank...
Thanks for listening, Sexy Bexy.
I would like to thank the sponsor of this podcast again, Surfshark. Thank you very much.
Surf on that mother shark! Yeah!